Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am sick right now. I'm gonna do this intro for all the videos I record while sick. You might hear it in my voice. Actually, you probably definitely will hear it in my voice. But I don't want to fall behind on the schedules. I'm feeling good enough to watch some Clone Wars now. But yeah, being sick is terrible. I hate it so much. But yeah, we're on to the final arc of Season 6 here. We're going to be watching 2 episodes today, episode 10 and 11 of Season 6. And yeah, tune in next week for episode 12 and 13, the finale, and then we'll be on to the final season. So without further ado, let's hop into the Clone Wars. Leave a like, subscribe, become a member if you want. Let's go. What is lost is often found.
The signal is from a ship thought to be lost, and was last known to be in the possession of a Jedi Master, who was killed long ago.
Okay.
That is it.
It's like a buried ship. A lightsaber. Well, is that? Yeah. They did say it was a Jedi ship.
I want the entire area cleared.
This is a cool Plo Koon outfit as well. Blue.
Then it is the lost ship of Master Sifo-Dyas.
Oh.
At the crash site.
The lightsaber of Sifo-Dyas.
Sifo-Dyas.
Master Kenobi, remind the Council of what you discovered regarding Master Sifo-Dyas before the start of the Clone War.
My investigation of the bounty hunter Jango Fett led to Kamino. The Kaminoans recounted that it was Jedi Master Sifo-Dyas who ordered the production of a clone army.
Very interesting. Season 6 starting with kind of the thing that ends the Clone Wars, the chip, and Order 66, and then ending here with what began it, or at least delving deeper into Sifo-Dyas and, I don't know, whatever we're going to discover in this arc.
The creation of the clone army, kept secret from us, Sifo-Dyas did. How this was done, we know not. Yet now, a new piece of the puzzle we have. Perhaps clarity it will bring us, yes.
That Master Sifo-Dyas died on Felucia. In the 5th quarter, a small skirmish broke out between the native Felucians.
Oh, finally get to see what he looks like.
Negotiations failed, and Sifo-Dyas was killed.
To Felucia, Skywalker, and Kenobi will go. Question all who were present the day of Sifo-Dyas' death. You must.
And what of the sealed file?
Speak with the Chancellor personally. I will.
Okay. Things are gonna start unraveling though if you delve into this.
Sifo-Dyas. Forgive me, I'm afraid I am not familiar with that name. And what is the nature of your investigation?
A Jedi matter it is, Chancellor. Add to your troubles. I would not.
Master...
Sifo-Dyas.
Acting like you don't know his name.
Master Sifo-Dyas. May I ask when he was killed?
Over 10 years ago, it was.
Well, that explains it. I'm afraid this was before my time. 10 years ago, I was a humble senator.
Huh. I mean, obviously he's lying, but like, would Yoda not know there was a different Chancellor 10 years ago?
Dealing with. After his death, they cremated Sifo-Dyas' body, and I'm afraid the trail goes cold there. Did you have any success with the Chancellor?
As much success as usual, I am afraid. Pointed in another direction, I am now.
Who would the other Jedi be that was with him? Maybe Dooku when he was good? No, if it was 10 years ago, then never mind.
What can
I don't think Dooku was...
A fire
No,
sealed
that's...
by your pikes?
A powerful part of the spice cartel. Criminal activities had allowed them to almost completely control the production of raw spice, used to create a powerful drug.
Dune.
Not long after our delegates arrived on Obadiah, something about a flare-up of activity on Felucia.
Yes, intervene on Felucia. The Council insisted Sifo-Dyas did. But tell me, Chancellor, who was the other Jedi you sent with Sifo-Dyas?
Other Jedi? I know of no other Jedi.
For Sifo-Dyas, what trail are they following?
If there is a trail, it is unknown to me.
Lord,
Ooh.
you know the price of failure. Would What's that symbol he's wearing?
The symbol of the High Chancellor before the war. Chancellor Valorum.
So, we have one dead Jedi with no physical evidence of a body. A second Jedi who appeared on Felucia that we have no record of. And now this Silman, personal attaché to the Chancellor, is missing?
You must go. To Obadiah. Yes.
I like how quick in Star Wars you could just go to these other planets and get all this information. Like, we're probably less than 10 minutes in this episode and they've gone to multiple places, gotten so much information on this. They always look so cool when they step out of a ship together. Dang. This place looks sick. They got the spice.
I cannot remember the last time a Jedi came here. Many years it has been.
I like the Pikes so much more in this than Boba Fett. I learned about them in the Book of Boba Fett, but they're way better here.
Friendship.
Ew, it's like gelatinous a little bit. Looks like it.
Interesting necklace that is. May I have a look? The Jedi are happy to know all the Pike's secrets.
We have no quarrel with the Jedi.
Maybe you should tell us why you're wearing the crest of the Chancellor's personal advisor.
They don't know.
Sifo-Dyas was traveling with an advisor. They were sent here to negotiate with you.
Well, it looks like you have finally put the pieces together. The man you are looking for is here.
Still? After all these years?
The Pikes wanted to gain an advantage over the other crime families, so alliances were made. One alliance was with a man named Tyrannus.
I've heard that before. Jango Fett mentioned it during my Camino investigation.
They don't know who Tyrannus is. They just know him by Count Dooku. Interesting.
The Pikes inspected the crash to retrieve the Jedi's body for proof. But with the dead Jedi, the Pikes found another, still alive.
Silman, the Chancellor's aide.
The Pikes needed insurance. Insurance? Yes. And now the Pikes can bargain.
10 years later.
We are Jedi, sent to find you.
Oh, jeez.
To find me?
Gollum. It's Gollum.
No one knew you were alive.
Quick, maybe you have some food. Have you any food?
Ew. There's grubs on him.
You see, I was so frightened I would have nothing to serve. Oh! Serve? My babies. They get so angry when I have nothing to serve.
Oh, the worms. Yeah. Calls the worms his babies. Oh, this is Dooku.
You are no longer welcome here.
Yeah.
Cooped up in here too long, old man.
That happens.
Sifo-Dyas, he died. Died. Tricked we were. The Pikes are not to be trusted. The ones, no, the Pikes were not the reason.
It was Tyrannus?
Who was responsible?
Yeah, it's gotta be Dooku.
Someone who wanted to be Sifo-Dyas.
Oh. Did Dooku go to Camino saying he was Sifo-Dyas? Did he start the clone army? It was never actually him?
Why?
It was always Dooku in disguise?
Can't you see? Because...
Ooh. I love the choke sound so much. Turn around! How do your spider senses not tingle?
Dooku.
One hand behind his back too. Does he always fight with one hand behind his back? I feel like we've seen that multiple times. But against two people. Crazy. Nice. Ooh. Yo, how do you still fall? Nice. Oh, that was sick. I'm sure this is one of the last fights we're gonna see with all of them before Dooku dies by Anakin.
You are the man called Tyrannus?
I didn't know this whole time. They didn't know that.
This all those years ago, Kenobi.
Kill Tyrannus.
Nice. Good pikes. Good pikes. Oh my gosh. He's gonna chain lightning all of them. I can feel it. Ooh. Oh, okay. You guys just knocked them all over like bowling pins. Yo, Obi-Wan and Anakin, I blame you for that. What the heck? Let me guess, you're gonna run away? Your ship is right below you? Yeah. Called it in. What the heck? He just hopped on one of their ships. Oh. That is terrifying. Anakin coming cannonballing at you. That little lightsaber circle destroys the entire ship. I guess he hit the engine. Makes sense. Oh, bye-bye.
Cover up this discovery. We must. No one, not even the Chancellor, may know. Valiant men the clones have proven to be. Believe in them. We must. Win the war swiftly. We must. Before our enemy's designs reach completion. The right path. No. The only path.
Yeah, there's no other path. You need the army.
Dark Lord of the Sith. This web is.
Mm-hmm.
For now, play his game. We must.
Very interesting. I think, was it an episode of Star Wars, what is it? Not Visions. It was the more recent thing where we saw like good Dooku and all that. Did they go over at all that Dooku was in charge of creating the clone army? I feel like I knew about this at some point, but I've forgotten until they bring it back up here that Dooku assisted in creating the clone army, or have they just mentioned it before? Yeah, so I feel like I remember something. Either it was an episode of Clone Wars, or it was the Jedi Star Wars Legends, or Jedi, whatever it's called, Star Wars Tales of the Jedi. That's what it was. Didn't we learn that like after Phantom Menace, Dooku was actually still a good person, or he was at least still on the Jedi Council, and then we saw him like go into the library and wipe the Camino files? Maybe I'm just making that up. Maybe it was a dream I had. I don't know. But I feel like I remember that. So maybe Dooku was disguising himself as Sifo-Dyas, and he was the one that ordered the clone army all that time ago. Sifo-Dyas maybe had nothing to do with it, or they were both, as said in here, working together, I guess. Sifo ordered the clone army, while Dooku was back at the council wiping the archives of Camino. And then he left the council and then became Count Dooku, or Darth Tyrannus or whatever. So maybe that's how it all lines up. The only thing I can't get behind yet is just if Dooku was behind all of it and he disguised himself as, or he didn't physically disguise, but he said he was Sifo-Dyas to the Kaminoans and all that. Or if they really did both work together. I just can't judge Sifo-Dyas yet if I don't know him at all. And I could totally see Dooku being behind all of it and Sifo having nothing to do with it. Them just using his name and making him seem like a bad person. Or a good person for creating the clone army, I guess. I don't really know. But I'm glad the Jedi Council, the Republic, all of them, not everyone knows yet, just the Jedi Council, know that the clone army was created by their enemy. That should make them a little suspicious. I mean, it is. As Yoda said, it's a dark web created by the Sith, which is just a lot of really good lines this episode. And the discovery and uncovering of all this information was pretty big. I just felt like in the back of my mind I already knew what was happening because of it was probably a Tales of the Jedi episode, right? Probably one of the Dooku ones, but I really don't remember them at all. So if I hadn't have watched those, see, this is why I'm not watching Ahsoka, because it would probably ruin a lot of things in Rebels. Or again, I'm just ranting and I made that completely up in my head and I have no idea what I'm talking about. Madness can sometimes be the path to truth.
Yoda.
Qui-Gon.
Who are you?
You know, I know.
My imagination, it must be.
No. It is I, Qui-Gon Jinn.
That cannot be.
Dang. Yoda never seen a Force Ghost before? Nothing's impossible.
I am not sure this council is admitting how grave a situation we are in. Dooku is not the Sith Lord, merely an apprentice.
That, like many things, remains unclear. Master Yoda, your thoughts
He's right,
on these
though.
revelations?
Oh, yes. Forgive me. Deep in thought I was. Yes. The growing dark side endangers us all.
It's Jar Jar. It's him all along.
Keep an eye on our old friend.
The war has taxed all of us to our limit. I suppose we're just surprised that Master Yoda has one.
I hope it's that simple. But I feel the shadow of something greater on our horizon.
It's getting close. Oh, the world grows scarier. Oh dang, is this the tree?
Yoda.
Anakin heard it.
Qui-Gon Jinn on Mortis, did you not?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So did Obi-Wan. However, since he's dead, we don't think it was actually him.
This is the tree. Okay. It does all tie into that, to those Tales of the Jedi episodes, because that tree was in there too. I always forget what this tree is called.
Master Yoda, are you suggesting that you have spoken with Master Qui-Gon?
Suggest this I am not. Rest I need. Yes, rest.
Drugs I may be on. Oh, this is cool. Aw. Come together, everyone here, Qui-Gon. It's a lot of force in one area. They're still there. 24-hour meditation? Only when he's alone.
Nothing.
Answers we will not find. Tired I am.
You are older and wiser than any living Jedi. But this does not mean you are beyond the corruption of the dark side.
Agree, I do.
Dang, they're making it really scary, the dark side. Even though this isn't the dark side doing this, everyone is still scared that it could potentially be. Look at him.
He's in perfect health.
And his mind.
No signs of any degeneration. I would like to suggest something. A deprivation ritual. It is a dangerous procedure, but one that will without question allow Yoda to go to the source of this voice.
Oh. They're floating him up there. We're gonna go into the mind of Yoda here? Or what? Better get the best sleep of his life.
By reducing the flow of oxygen, the body will be forced into a deep meditative state. It will take him as close to death as possible.
I don't like this.
Yeah, that sounds pretty bad. Oh, too bad. Whoa.
Come to Dagobah.
No, is he on? He's on Dagobah.
The answers you seek are here.
What? Why specifically Dagobah? That's like the worst planet.
Master Yoda! Master Yoda, wake up!
Speak of this to no one. Trust no one. Come to Dagobah alone.
Interesting. I don't like that he's gonna have to... Oh.
Friends, long gone.
He's not gonna lie.
Good friends.
I was gonna say, I don't like how he's gonna have to lie to them. He probably won't tell them specifically Dagobah, but at least he said that he did contact them.
I fear Yoda is under attack by the Sith, though how remains
He ain't.
to us.
Wait till you see him as a Force Ghost years from
I
now.
want temple guards placed in the medical bay.
I mean, he won't see it, but too soon. Did Anakin not hear Qui-Gon for a second? It made it seem like he did, like a while back, while near Yoda at the tree.
What must I do?
Help me to escape. Yes.
Escape? But you're not in prison.
No? Perhaps. That is
Yep.
why I asked for your help. It is the spontaneity you find so easily.
Him and Ahsoka. I just noticed, season 6, we've gotten no Ahsoka. That sucks. Yoda and R2 going. Here they go. So R2's been to Dagobah before, if that's where he's going. Isn't there a not a deleted scene? There it is, Dagobah. Isn't it a bonus added scene that at the end of Revenge of the Sith that Yoda goes to Dagobah? Or is it always in all of the versions? I'm pretty sure it's like a bonus scene, right? Dagobah. That's crazy that R2's been here.
Yes. Stay with the ship.
It's like the same sounds he makes.
This task for me alone.
When he gets there in Empire Strikes Back, I'm pretty sure. I like how they get his actual voice for this.
Losing my mind, I am not.
No, my friend, no.
Okay. Oh, the music. So interesting. We don't really hear the original trilogy music too much, I feel like. Or at least this. The purest places in the galaxy. But why?
How are you here?
I never knew that. I thought he just liked swamp.
A force that consists of two parts. Living beings generate the living force, which in turn powers the wellspring that is the cosmic force.
Okay, makes sense. So if there were no more living force users, there'd be no cosmic force to generate? If they were all completely wiped, the cosmic force would be wiped too, probably?
Force, from all things that have ever lived, feeds into the cosmic force, binding everything and communicating to us through the midichlorians.
And you've got, like, the most.
See the future. You can.
I exist where there is no future or past. I only show you a place where the answers will be revealed to you.
Why? Even if you did know, you wouldn't be able to say? What wouldn't allow him to say it, though? Maybe he's not able to interfere in that way? This is a little hut. Give power to what you fear. The dark side. Or death. It's the lost smoke monster. Oh! A war. Against the clones. Whoa. That's the Chancellor. He just doesn't know. That screech was scary. No. He saw this before it happened? Oh, this is just like the Mortis stuff with Anakin.
There is no other way.
You have to know who that is. Come on. His voice is so iconic. Come on. You spend years with this old man. You have to know who that is. I mean, he clearly doesn't by the surprise of Revenge of the Sith, but like... Oh. So Qui-Gon helped him see the future, in a way. Not all of that was 100%, right? That's not how a lot of them die. Or
such darkness.
Are we going to see a battle between a bunch of Jedis against the clones? Like that? I don't think so.
Any hope that the Jedi can prevail is there?
There is always hope, my friend. Though it often comes in forms not looked for. The key is to see it and seizing that opportunity.
Yeah. Like a lot of bad stuff is going to happen for that hope to appear.
But your path is clear, Yoda. You have been chosen, as I was before you. You will learn to preserve your life force, and so manifest a consciousness which will allow you to commune with the living after death. This is the path of only a few Jedi. You will travel to one of the origins of all life in the galaxy.
Mortis? The origins of all life in the galaxy? Are we about to get into some more magical force stuff? Let's go. I don't want to go back to Coruscant. This is so interesting.
Our long journey has.
There he goes. Wait, is that the end? Wait. That's the end. Okay. There was a lot there. There's a lot to unpack. Who knew Yoda already went to Dagobah? I didn't. I didn't know that. Same with R2. And it was Qui-Gon, of all people, that led him there. It's so weird that Qui-Gon is the one talking to Yoda here when he's like the apprentice of Dooku. Or a Padawan of Dooku, whatever. Because yeah, I went Yoda, Dooku, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Ahsoka. Such a weird tree right there. But Dooku became so powerful. Qui-Gon, even still after Dooku, became extremely, extremely powerful and is able to communicate with Yoda. It's his apparently high midichlorian count that allows him to do that. Yoda's, I'm saying. Yoda's high midichlorian count. And Anakin did hear his voice for a second, right? During that tree scene. I'm pretty sure for like a second there he heard him. I just don't know why he brushes it off to the side. Now everything completely makes sense to me in this. Like why specifically he had to go to Dagobah. I guess he said it's a really powerful place for the Force, right? So I guess that could explain it. But like why is Dagobah so powerful? Why specifically once he goes down into that hut? Which has stairs in it already, so like that's been a place, I guess. Maybe a place of a very, very powerful place in there. I just want like to know more and more depth about it. But why Qui-Gon couldn't have just told him these things, but he had to show him. I mean, I prefer the showing too. Show, don't tell. But why specifically Qui-Gon isn't able to tell Yoda these things. And how Yoda doesn't recognize the voice and like everything from, I guess he just can't believe it if it was the Chancellor. But when you're seeing those visions and hearing the Chancellor and his voice and all that stuff, him calling himself Sidious, I mean, to us it's obvious, but I guess to Yoda it's not, of who that is. But he's seeing a lot of his friends die. Mace Windu dying. He didn't see Anakin turning at all, though, which is interesting. He saw a lot of Jedi dying and Jedi running into battle against the clones. He knows that the world's about to get a lot darker, but there is still hope, but not in the forms that he may want, and not for a while. The hope doesn't come for a lot of years, until the unborn kids of Anakin and Padme right now, unborn still, are grown up and become Jedi themselves. Like, that hope takes a long while. But dang, these were really good episodes here. I'm excited for the next two, the finale of season 6. My questions about the whole Dagobah scene is like, how much of what he saw there is the fear that he was manifesting? Because he had to go down there and imagine what he fears, right? And that was showing him what he fears. So is he like a skeptic towards a lot of it? Since Qui-Gon couldn't quite show him exactly the whole truth, is he thinking a lot of that is just fear that he saw manifested in the Force? Or does he know that that's the truth and that's what's happening? Because Qui-Gon said, well, Yoda said, when does this happen? And Qui-Gon said it's already happening. It's been happening. So I wonder how much of that he thinks is actually true and is happening right now. Or is like, if he thinks any of that is the future, seeing the Jedi versus the clones, seeing Sidious grow and like rise above everyone. So we kind of just need to tap into the mind of Yoda here. But he's going to a place where, oh my gosh, I swear, dude. If this was like a Star Wars live action show, because they always just have to return to Tatooine for some reason, when he's mentioning to go to the place where the Force all started, or where like the most living Force power is, wherever Yoda's going right now, if it is Tatooine, I'm gonna be so mad. It's not gonna be Tatooine. That would be so boring. But I'm saying if it was a live action Star Wars show, since they always have to go back to Tatooine, they'd totally just make him go to Tatooine, which I guess in a way could make sense as a place that's very powerful with the Force, because that's where like Luke is born. That's where Anakin magically appeared in his mom's stomach, you know, with no father. It would kind of make sense, but like, they better not make him go to Tatooine. It better be a really cool place, like Mortis. Anyways, I really enjoyed these episodes. I really like how Yoda, as old as he is, as wise as he is, there's still a lot of questions he has and things he doesn't believe are possible. And he's getting more information and more training in the Force from his own Padawan, but like not Padawan, his Padawan's Padawan. He's learning more from him, which is crazy. And they're not just all like believing Yoda. Mundi or whatever is like questioning that this might be the Sith interfering, because there's a lot of dark things going on right now. So makes sense to I'm glad Mundi at least is acknowledging that. He's not doing it in an annoying way. He's just asking enough questions, because it could be they've never heard of this type of stuff before. But yeah, anyways, I really enjoyed this episode, these 2 episodes here. And as sick as I am, and probably annoying as it is to hear my voice, I had a lot of things to say at the end of these 2 episodes. But yeah, with all that being said, that's about it for today. Leave a like, subscribe, become a member if you want. Comment down below your thoughts on these 2 episodes. There's probably a lot of thoughts that you have, and a lot of questions that I asked that you can probably answer. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video very, very soon, hopefully when I'm not sick.